Alright. Sorry I didn't have my mic on, I apologize. So how you do this glitch is same way you do the infinite melee glitch. You get one of these Rough Rider shields. And I have this one which gives me the infinite melee damage, which you can use with the face puncher, which is I think like Glitching Queen and a bunch of other YouTubers have put that out. But then I accidentally landed on this one as I was switching back and forth, which gives me 10% movement speed. I only did this for like 5 minutes of switching back and forth. I would do it now, but then I'd lose all my stacks. But basically did it for 5 minutes, just switching these two shields back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then once you have it, as long as you don't quit out to the main menu, you have it indefinitely. So I usually do it to make it faster, to where the game won't glitch out with all the weapons in the inventory and everything. So I usually just take everything off and only have these two shields, and then flip them back and forth. Now most people say just take the shield, equip it, unequip it, equip it, unequip it. Personally, I think that takes too long, and also I think it stacks faster if you do it when you switch back and forth. Plus you have the option to pick what you want, whether you want the melee damage or you want the speed. Now obviously speed, you probably only want to stack this maybe once or twice, 20, 30, 50% movement speed. Obviously I stacked this probably, I don't know, 150 times maybe, roughly, which is why it's pretty ridiculous how fast my guy moves. I mean, to play the game and like moving this fast would be like, it's very hard to kill enemies because every little movement you move so fast. But I stumbled across this. Whenever you mantle, you basically frickin' fly across the map, which is pretty interesting. So anywhere that you mantle, you can just jettison yourself to the other side of the map. So obviously you're moving too fast, it's a little bit hard to control, but it's pretty badass. It's fun to mess around with. There's a couple of spots where I found where I can mantle to shoot. Oh, and that's another thing. If you're going full tilt and you hit back to slow down, you stop immediately. That's pretty interesting. I mean, that helps a little bit, but when you're trying to change directions, as you can see, you automatically just shoot left to right. So it's a little bit difficult to control, but still fun nonetheless. Yeah, with that particular type of shield, now it has to be, from what I understand, it can't just be the Rough Rider shield. It needs to be like this one's a Scrambling Rough Rider, and then this one's the Roid Rough Rider, which obviously Roid would be damage output, Scrambling. I'm assuming Scrambling means you're going to move fast. But yeah, any type of Rough Rider shield, as long as it's not a plain Rough Rider shield, just flip it back and forth. Well, here, I'll show you. I don't care. I've already got my stacks going. So you basically just do this, just switch it back and forth in your inventory, and whichever Rough Rider shield you land on, that's the stat you're going to have, and you'll know you did it right. And I hope your volume's not up, because when I back out of this screen, it's going to be really loud, because you'll hear a really loud sound to let you know that you did it right. Now again, I typically don't have any guns or any inventory on my Vault Hunter or in my inventory backpack. Just, it helps cut down the glitches and allows you to switch back and forth a lot faster. So just in these small amount of stacks, I'll land on my other one. See, it's alright, it finally caught up. So I need to switch one more time. Alright, so now I'll have 80% melee damage while shield is depleted. Obviously your shield's already depleted, but I just stacked that probably, I don't know, 50, 60 times. And so if I grab the face puncher, or if I go melee something, I'm going to have a ridiculous amount of melee, and there's that loud sound. That shield, man, you can pretty much, I think it drops from anywhere. See, my movement speed's normal now, so I lost all my stacks on my movement speed. But now my melee is going to be crazy high. So let me go over here to where is catch a ride. I thought there was one. But yeah, you can get it from it's in I think the Meridian Complex, down where the subway is, where you get the one punch shotgun. But you don't go for that guy. You don't kill that guy. You kill, there's another guy that is a kind of a rare enemy spawn that It's a rare enemy spawn that'll come out of one of the doors as you're going to the face punch deal. And I wonder if I can melee this guy. See if I can get him to come over. Let me see what my melee damage is just with those little stacks. Of course he takes off. Alright, let's go find some enemies. But yeah, you just you can farm him, but I think it's a world drop. I got this one of the ones a buddy gave to me, and the other one literally got to drop from I got it to drop, I believe, from Grave Ward. I was farming Grave Ward for something completely different, and got that to drop from him. I'm going over here. I think there's some enemies over in this area. Let's see what my melee damage is. Does it give you a number? Yeah, I guess it was 25k. I don't know if it'll pop up on another enemy. It's hard to see when you're so close. And normally my melee's 3 grand. I think that was maybe 56k. I don't know if you can see the numbers.
I'll take a breather.
So, I mean, yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can stack it. I mean, I've seen some YouTube videos where people stack it all the way up to like 10 million, which when you use with the face puncher will do some serious damage. Oh, I didn't know I could still melee while I was down there. Never tried that. It is on Mayhem 4, by the way. I do have this on Mayhem 4 currently. So, it's doing some pretty good melee damage on Mayhem 4. I don't even know what grenade would that be if I don't have any grenades in my inventory. That's pretty funny. So yeah, maybe I am doing 56k because it's, again, Mayhem 4, so it's putting out some damage for melee. And you can see I'm on, I don't know if it tells me Mayhem. Yeah, Mayhem level 4, yeah. So 850 health, plus 1000% shields. Gain plus 40% weapon damage, huh? So I'm really running kind of just I'm not really have any kind of specific build that I'm going with right now, just because I was testing out how fast I could get my dude to go. I wonder if it does with the slam. Well, I need to get higher ground to do the slam. Well, that's an epic fail. Forgot what button does the slam. I so rarely do it. What button does do the slam? I thought I did the slam. There it is. Maybe slams don't work. Yeah, I'm gonna die. And the cool thing is about this, you can actually die and it'll keep the stack. Man, I don't know. This is the only, I've only got a few shields, so I don't think there's any. I've only got these 2 that do the stacks. I've got some other roid shields, or not roid shields, but what are these called? Rough Rider. Yeah, I've only got a couple of the Rough Rider shields, but these are the only 2 that I have that'll actually stack. Because I think just your standard Rough Rider shield doesn't have any like extra perks. Never tried to stack a standard one, just as whatever perk it does have, maybe just stack that single perk. Never actually tried that, but if you got any Rough Rider shields, man, give it a shot. Like, I'm just gonna do this just a quick stack. I did that maybe 20 times ish, maybe a little bit more. And let's see how fast. See, I mean, he's already pretty fast. I mean, you only do it a couple times and you can really boost your speed and get that up there quite a bit. But obviously the more times you stack it, the faster you get. I want to try and do it one day where it's like just see how fast I can get it. Maybe it caps out. Maybe you can only, oh yeah, that's another thing this has is, look how fast I reload. So man, if you had like a TDR gun, holy crap, you could just destroy folks. And I even fire faster when I have my, going. I wonder, since I only stacked it a few times, how far it would jettison me across the map. Nope. So you really got to get some good stacks in there to do what it was doing earlier, which will shoot you across the map like crazy. Do it now. Alright. Let's stack it up then. I almost want to go grab a TDR gun and see how fast I could just chunk a bunch of TDR weapons. I'm actually about to have to get off. I got kiddo coming home. That was a pretty good fair amount of stacks. That should get me moving. Oh yeah. I usually, holy crap. I usually remove the gun just because it's easier to see, less animation in your face. Yeah, a little bit. I didn't stack it enough. But I mean, you're doing some speed runs, you know what I mean? You could, this would be super beneficial. I don't know how it would fare, like if you were trying to do, I guess if you weren't on Mayhem 4, the shield would be pretty beneficial.
I live for this!
I mean, that's my reload. Look at this reload. You don't even barely get the animation of it reloading. Let's go check out the sanctuary real quick. If I got enough time for that, I'll grab a TDR weapon or something. See how many I can throw out there. So just forewarning, if the video abruptly ends, my kiddo's home, but I don't hear anybody yet, so they haven't pulled in. So yeah, you can travel anywhere you want to go. You can die, you can respawn, you can do all that kind of good stuff. As long as you don't quit out to main menu, you keep your stacks. Or if you go back into your menu and try and restack after stacking, you'll essentially start over. So I'll get my favorite TDR gun. I want to see how many missiles I can get going. Alright. Holy shit. Wow. That could do some devastation. You're gonna burn through ammo like crazy. It is a bit hard to control though, especially in tight spaces. Out in the open, tons of fun, but tight spaces, you're always running into walls and getting stuck on stuff. Let's try this gunner ring out. Oh, I'm out of here. Let me refill.
By the bridge and say what's up, crew. This bear needs a squeeze. No refunds.
That's supposed to be fun. Go up against Graveward with all that other TDR gun with all those missiles. Sure, there's got to be a limit where it'll cap out how many of these. Yeah, I was gonna say it probably wouldn't take very long to. Well, look at your fight for your life movement speed. Ha! Save me! That's funny. I'm sure, so they used to have the Brawler Ward shield you could do this on, where you just ran off the edge and just killed yourself and basically depleted your shield in one go and just kept respawning and kept doing that. You lose a ton of money, but you could just stack it with the Brawler Ward shield, but that's since been patched. I'm assuming this will probably be patched pretty soon as well. Don't judge me, I have a lot of grenades. So like this one, I have just a standard Rough Rider. This reduces incoming damage by 23%. I don't think that'll stack. I think it's got to be one of these other like specialty Rough Riders, which I think those are the only two Rough Riders I have. Yeah. You used to be able to do a deal where you'd get 300% melee when shield is depleted, so you'd have that shield and just kill yourself over and over and over again by walking off the ledge, and it would stack 300% each time. But that's been patched. That does not work anymore, to my knowledge. At least that's what I've been seeing. But yeah, I think these are the only two Rough Rider shields other than this just standard one that I got. I haven't tried it to see if it'll stack, but if you guys have some Brawler Ward shields, maybe just give that a shot, see if that works. Not Brawler Ward, Rough Rider. You can try and see if it'll stack. That'd be cool if it reduces incoming damage by 23%. You could just stack that. I mean, literally become invincible. Don't think it works though. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. That quick reload's insane. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that was a perk until I started doing that. Complete the mag and you basically just infinite ammo almost. I mean, if you stack this enough times, one, you'd be hard to control, but you want to increase your reload speed, run this shield. That's pretty slick. But thanks for tuning in. I'm actually gonna shut it down. I do streams every now and again. I'm just playing the game. Usually we've been doing Mayhem 4 lately. So, yep. Y'all have a good night.